Hello, good afternoon. Welcome everybody. We are back at 3 p.m. We are back in our time of solidarity. Hope everyone is tuning in. Either you are on our Facebook Live or on our YouTube Live. All right, so for those of you who have just joined in and your fellow colleagues are coming in as well, do drop them a reminder lah. Just drop them our link if you can. That's highly appreciated. Very good afternoon, every one of you. Those of you who have make it early and contribute your nice welcomes here. We have Terence, Visan, Patrick, thank you very much. Wei Liang, good afternoon to you. Sham, Sadayo, Mr. Chi, very good afternoon to you. Aldrin, of course, Mr. Andrew, and Chong Ming, hi, from all the way from Seremban, joining us as well. Judy Tan, welcome. Of course, we have our fantastic Derek with us as well. Hi, Derek. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at 3 p.m. I hope you have your coffee and your tea ready with you. Most importantly, if you are out here early, do look at the current screen. Try to register yourselves, please. Why? Because normally for all the content or all the slides from our fellow professionals that is giving us all this sharing, will be shared to the people that actually register lah. Because when you all don't register, not nice for us to push out all these things and blast to you as well. So for those of you who want the content of the trainings, please do register. So scan the code, please do register. I will keep it there for half a minute. For those of you who have just come in, again, I encourage you all, please do register, yeah? Okay. So, of course, this training program is brought to you together by our three agencies, namely CBD Properties, Esprit Estate, and also Profure Property. The whole idea of us getting together and building a platform for all our fellow practitioners is simple. We want everyone to upskill and grow their real estate business. Okay? We constantly believe in sharing our knowledge. This platform is free. And this platform is not only exclusive to our members, it's open to public. All right. So do we have any members from the public? Is this your first time joining? Normally at every show we have one or two people first time joining. So may I just check from the crowd, is there anyone of you first time on our platform, either on YouTube or Facebook? Please type in the number 1 or please type in the number 2. If any of you first time join our platform. Hi, good afternoon, Lai, Raja, Paul Poa. Thank you very much for making your time. All right, anybody first time here? All right. Okay, moving forward to some social media reminders, yeah. Okay, we have our official Solidarity Beyond 2021 YouTube page. I think that's the most important one to like and subscribe, because normally we upload all our trainings over there after the training session. So for those of you who are leading out a team or you have other members that you believe the sessions will help, do share the links with them. As for current news and updates, we will be updating our Facebook page, our WhatsApp page, and also our Instagram page. All right. So now we have picked up to more than 200 plus people already. Let's pick up to more than 300 after this week. Okay. This whole thing is building up momentum, is building up pace, and it's getting better and better because of the collective energy of everyone. We have a collective movement to solidify all real estate practitioners. All right. Let's all keep that in mind. We are all leaders. We all contribute to this solidarity program, and we all contribute to create this greater and bigger network. All right. Moving to some house rules first before we introduce our speaker of the day. So simple house rules. You all have heard from me almost every day. Simple house rules is keep the chat very, very active, but please make sure you keep it clean. What I mean by clean is no cursive language, no rude language, and no retail items or property listings to be promoted at the chat. The chat is a place for you to write down your constructive statements to the speaker, comments, or questions to the speaker. As I've always mentioned every day, we do not know what you don't know. So the best way for you to find out more from the speaker is directly asking yourself, okay? As you can see, all of our speakers always welcome a question and answer at the end of the session. So please do ask away. All right, moving towards our topic of the day. All right, moving towards our topic of the day is very interesting because thankfully we have one very experienced negotiator to share with us things that he has went through. So his topic of the day will be challenges and sustainability of a negotiator in a real estate market. So to introduce our speaker of the day, his name is Mr. Tang. He started his real estate career in 1999 as a REN. And ever since, his career has grown from being an REN to a team leader, and he has successfully obtained his license to practice. So no longer a negotiator, now he's a real estate agent as of 2004. And as his career continues to grow, Mr. Tang is presently a branch owner of one of Esprit's 10 branch offices. Throughout his career, he has trained and mentored countless RENs and helped them to grow their business and their career. So we are very lucky to have Mr. Tang, one successful business owner that managed to run his branch, and he's here to share with us for the next hour and so. So Mr. Tang, can we please warmly welcome you and test out your mic?
Hi, thank you, Kai. Can you hear
Hi.
me?
Yes, looking good, Mr. Tang. We are all excited to hear your sharing.
Great. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for spending your time here today. Every day, 3 p.m. That is the time I'm always, logged into the our solidarity beyond 2021 FB Live. Okay. This section have been carried on since 1st of June. Actually, it helped a lot of us. Okay, especially during this time, a lot of us we cannot go out for work. So at least we have this channel. At least we have this channel for us to learn something. Okay. So without much delay, I would like to start. Okay, I would like to start sharing our topic today is challenges and sustainability of a negotiator in real estate industry. Okay, over this, I have been in this industry for the past 22 years. So over these 22 years, of course, there will be a lot of challenges, and then until today, I'm still here. I'm still in the industry. I'm still in love with the industry. I'm still going ahead, in the industry for the maybe next 10, 20 years if possible. Okay. So, of course, you see, talking about challenges actually, we are facing challenges every day. Okay. Even though whether we are a negotiator or we are not a negotiator, or even though we are not in the industry, in the real estate industry, we are also facing challenges. The other day, actually, we actually heard a lot from sharing from those COVID-19 patients. So in fact, you see, their challenges are some of them, they share their challenge. Their challenges is actually to take the brief. They are taking very hard to take a brief. So you see, from there, we can really, we have to really appreciate, today we are healthy. We can still sit in front of the screen to listen to someone, to learn something, to listen to some sharing, that we should be feel gratitude of being healthy today. Okay, of course, that is the topic outside of today's topic. So what are the challenges, for a negotiator in the real estate industry? I basically categorize it into a few, like economical challenges, political and the government policy, physical, and mental. You see, all these factors is actually affected all of us. Or also it will create challenges in our day-to-day business. So we are talking about the economical challenges. Of course, you see, these are the three challenges: Asia financial crisis in 1997, in 2008, the subprime crisis, and from 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic until today. So these are the economical challenges where I have gone through in my career. Okay, of course, during the Asia financial crisis, I was not in the real estate industry yet, okay, but that time I was in the financial industry. So of these are basically, you know, the challenges, but the economic challenges will come, you know, even maybe after every 12 years. That is a cycle. But of course, you see, I've gone through for the Asia financial crisis, subprime crisis, but now we are heading to combat on this COVID-19 pandemic challenges. So of course, we really hope that, you know, this pandemic will be over soon, and then we will be back to our business as usual, as normal. Okay, talking about the next will be on the political and government policy. Political and government policy actually is also affect a lot in our industry. Whenever there's any change of policy or change of political issues, so all these will also affect our business. Political stability. So if the political stability is there, so I think the confidence level is also there. So political stability is actually playing a very important role in our industries lah. So of course, you see when political are stable, the investor have the confidence. The foreign investor also come to Malaysia to invest. They will buy, maybe they will rent industrial premises. As you can see that, you know, the demand for the industrial premises is increasing. Okay, and all this will be benefited to our industries lah. Real property gain tax. Okay, of course, you see, now we are enjoying a zero real property gain tax for residential property. That is something to cheer off. But what if, let's say, after maybe end of this year, the government took off this real property gain tax? So to the sellers, they may think that, oh, if I want to sell the property, you know, even I have hold it for many years, I still have to pay for the tax. So to them, they might also put on hold. So this will become part and parcel of the challenge of the negotiator. So they have to convince the seller, okay, why, you know, you should sell it. Or maybe you have to come up with a solution to the seller and to tell them why, after selling this, what can you do with your money? So even though you might be losing something in your property gain tax, you have to pay the tax for the government for the property gain tax. But maybe on the other hand, whatever you have, whatever cash you have, you reinvest, then you can make it back from this whatever so-called losses, you know, to the sellers. So all these will also part and parcel will be affecting our industries. Foreign investment policy. So we can see that foreign investment policy is keep changing, not only in Malaysia, but I think in many countries also the same. I still remember there was one time when our government trying to curb the foreigners buying the local properties, especially the residential property. I think the Malacca government actually imposed 100,000 levy on top of whatever stamp duty they need to pay for a foreigner to buy a property in Malacca. Okay, of course, during the time they want to stop, you know, the hot money coming in. They want to try to control the market, not to avoid the pricing, you know, to be shooting too high, which is avoid beyond the reach of the locals. So all these foreign investment policy will also affect we as a real estate agent. So of course, especially for those who are dealing with a lot with the foreigner clients. Financing policy. Financing policy also is also affected the market as well. So with all these are become, you know, political and government policy. When they impose any new policy coming in, they will also affect the market. When they affect the market, they become a challenge for the negotiator. Physical challenges. So apart from, you know, we can see economical challenges, the government policy, the physical challenges also is also a challenge to all of us as well. Distance. First, I would say is distance. The distance, assuming today you have a property. Let's say you are in KL, you are a negotiator in KL, you have a property in Port Dickson. A client asks you to sell a property in Port Dickson. But apparently now, okay, you cannot travel to Port Dickson. So the distance is also a challenge to a negotiator. time. So for us, every day we only have 24 hours, and then apart from maybe 8 hours for our sleep, okay, then we also have certain hours maybe for the family, certain hours maybe for the kids and so on, or maybe during weekends. Sometimes we have promised our children, promised our family, we are going here and there. We are, but suddenly a client call. I say, hey, I want to view the property. Can I want to view it now. So how? So we also have constraint of time, or maybe sometimes we have a very packed schedule for the day's activity or for the viewing. All of a sudden, then one of the client call up and then say, okay, I want to view it immediately, but I'm in front of the house. Can I view it immediately? So these are all the also a physical challenge for the time. Age. Okay, as usual, we will feel that when our age catching up, so our energy level will be coming down. So this is, I would say, is a physical. These are the physical challenges for us as well. But of course, you see, we to some extent, to some people's, age is not a constraint. Like lately, in my branch, there is one very elderly negotiator, 65 years old, okay? But he managed to close a deal of 11 million this year. But to him, actually, age is not a constraint. But of course, you see, when you're talking about if we are at the age of 65, 70, and we still need to climb up to those walk-up apartment at level 4, level 5, to show client, and then we have 6, 7 appointment a day. Of course, there could be a challenge to a negotiators. So that's why we have to work smart. We have to learn, and then we have to maybe when we are our age catching up, so we have to selectively doing a certain type of properties. Our health, I will say this is extremely important for a negotiator. Without healthy body, actually for us, we really cannot carry out our job. As you can see that, okay, a lot of people, they have been infected by this, they have been affected by this COVID-19 virus. So to them, actually, they have to be, first thing, they have to quarantine themselves. Okay, they cannot go out. Even though when the market is open, but clients say, I want to view the property, they also cannot carry out their job. So for us, we always can hear that, we always can hear people say that, okay, stay safe, stay healthy. So we really have to take care of ourselves, because only with healthy body, we can carry on our job continuously. Mental challenge, that frustrations. So talking about frustration, I think a lot of negotiators, even though including me, okay, over the time also there will be a lot of frustration. I think especially for negotiators, sometimes when we have fixed an appointment, okay, we purposely fix an appointment, okay, we go to the site and then waiting for the client. So waiting for a while, then after the client then only call up and say, oh, I really cannot come over. So to us, sometimes it's also a frustration. Maybe we have dropped something, and then maybe we have purposely go there for some purpose, or maybe some distance from, maybe it's from KL, go all the way to Shah Alam's, half an hour drive to there. And then when we reach there, then the client say, oh, yeah, I cannot come. Or maybe sometimes it's like, we can have a client and then come to us and then look at the property. They like the property, but they are hesitating on committing on the property. So by the time they say, okay, I'm willing to pay the deposit, the property being sold by other agents. So for us, we also facing this kind of frustrations. And and then now it's like, we all at home, okay? We cannot go out to work. This is also a frustration. So all this frustration is also a challenge, it's a mental challenge. Market changes. Market changes like now, okay, I think the changes of the marketing, the way of doing marketing is also changed. Like a lot of things have been put up on online. Okay, a lot of people putting their property, they're selling property online. They're doing the presentation online. For some agents, they've never done this before. It could be a mental challenge to them. To them, maybe they will think that, oh, I don't know how to do it. I'm not familiar with this or I tech things. I'm not able to talk over, in front of the screen. So all this is a mental challenge to a negotiator. Negative news. So every day, I think when whether we go and search it or not, we will tend to receive news like today, how many COVID cases, the figure keep coming up. The figure seems not to be dropping. But once they have reached the 10,000 cases, so they seems to be never dropping from then. So this is also all this negative news also a mental challenge to us. Family. Okay, of course, now everyone is at home. Okay, I think previously when we go out to work, probably we spend 8 or 10 hours outside. Then we go home and then we have a good time with the family. But today we have been spending most of the time at home together with the family. Okay, there is also some challenges. Okay, so when there are too much time of together, so it tends to be some people actually the conflicts also increase. Or sometimes at home, then you can see the children also maybe will be trying to also take up your time, and then we also cannot focus closely, especially at now work from home. A lot of people work from home. They really is a big challenge for them to concentrate on their works, because the children may, especially when you have young children, so they may come and nagging on the daddy and mommy and say, hey, daddy, I want this, daddy, mommy, I want this, but and yet sometimes we are in a meeting, or sometimes we are in the midst of rushing for some urgent documents. So these are all the mental challenge. I'll classify it under a mental challenge. How I deal with all these challenges. So we can see that, of course, whenever there are challenges, okay, we have to deal with it. If we just ignore it, maybe it doesn't help, because the thing is still there. Okay, so what I do is now I do readings. Okay, from readings it can cover from all sort of books lah. Okay, like maybe some of the reading material is for work related, or maybe like something like motivation, or something like sales skills. These are all the work related. Okay, and also some reading on something which is not work related, like maybe you can have something for fun, which is also enlighten your heart feeling and all this. Reading, it could be on the digital, could be on the books, physical books. But frankly speaking, I prefer on the physical books rather than digitals, because every day we have been facing too much on our digital. Sometimes we look at the book, it's quite nice lah. Reading on the words is quite nice. Attend training and coaching. Like I think this 3 p.m.'s trainings, daily training, it really worked and it really helped me a lot. Okay, first thing, it fill up my time. So a lot of people asking, hey, now you cannot go out to work, then it could be then it will be very what are you going to spend your time? I say, to me, I'm very busy. Okay, because every day 3 p.m. until 4:30, that is the time where I will sit in front of the computer, in front of my computer, and I start learning. I start taking down notes. Start taking down learning from those people who are sharing, from all our colleagues, from Adrian, from Dato Adrian's, or even like from Kai, from Terence. All this, everything we learn actually when we can is useful in our life. Then coaching. So if you feel that you really need someone ready to help you to grow your business or to grow yourself, looking for coaching. Okay, in fact, I'm also attending coaching. So every month I have once. Okay, we have, but now that this coaching is supposed to be on the physical coaching, but because of current situation, So we are go online. So during the coaching, actually we learn a lot, and then we share. The mentor will be telling us, how to do and what to do, and giving us a task for us to fulfill, for us to complete. Next is talk to someone. Okay, when you face challenge, try to talk to someone. Uh, Try to talk to someone who are willing to listen to you, or talk to some who are willing to, who are able to help you. Okay. Of course, you see, you can talk to anyone, maybe your friends or whoever, but try to avoid those people who are very negative. When you start talking to them, yes, we are in frustration, then we need to talk to people. Okay. When we start talking to them, they talk more frustration than what our intention with. Our intention is to talk to someone, maybe they can give us a solution, or maybe you can talk to someone who are willing to listen. For after talking, then we'll feel enlightened our feeling. So from there, actually, we can move on. But if we talk to someone who are keep throwing the problem to us, so it doesn't solve our problem. Okay, it will actually make us feel more uneasy. The next is disassociate from negative-minded people. Of course, every one of us now, we are also facing challenges. Uh, Maybe a lot of us also facing frustration. Okay, but of course, and also there's a lot of negative news in the political lah. We have medicals lah. We have all sort of news. We have been receiving from friends, from social medias, and so on. But we try to disassociate us from all these people, because the more we get along with these negative-minded people, we will also be affected by them. Because it wouldn't help us, because for us, we have to stand up. No matter how, we have to stand up, and then we have to face it. After facing it, then we have to go move forward in our life. So how we can sustain in the challenging real estate industry? We have been talking about a lot of the challenges. Of course, talking about challenges, everyone will know that all these challenges is even though today without this COVID-19 pandemic, we also have challenges. We may have a different type of challenges, or even though now, okay, not because of the political, we also have other type of challenges. The challenges is actually without fail is surrounding us. Challenges can make us stronger, can make us also can ruin us, also can actually bring us down. So it depends on how we deal with all these challenges. But how we can sustain in the challenging industry, real estate industry. Over these 22 years, I can see that there's a lot of friends who are in the industry. Okay, some of them, yes, they are doing very good. Okay, they are excelling in this real estate industry. And then some of the friends actually, they drop out from this industry. Some of them, they even go for, they will say, this industry, it's not for them. They go into other industry, go into insurance, they go into, there was one time a lot of agents actually, they move towards to become Grab drivers. And also they move into direct selling and all this. But end of the day, we still see a lot of them actually coming back to the industry. Why? Because I tell you, every industry, to me, actually, every industry, they have their own challenging. They have their own challenges. None of the industry is actually can avoid from challenges. So it's the same thing. If we are facing challenges, we actually escape and then move to other industry. The same happens to in other industry as well. But if we know how to, if we want to be sustainable in any industry, then we must have a few things that in mind. Okay? First is we must have a direction. No matter whether we are in real estate industry, we are in any industries, we must have our own direction. We must have a system to work. We cannot doing things like, okay, morning wake up and see, hey, what shall I do this today? Or if today I don't have appointment, then what next I need to do? Okay, we must have a system. Confidence. Without confidence, actually, is our life. It seems to be very tough. No matter if you whatever any industry you are in, the confidence actually will differentiate someone from will differentiate the successful one as compared to those who are not so successful. Okay. Authenticity and accountability. These are 5 elements I feel that is actually very important for a negotiator, or even for a IEA, for a PEA, or for anyone. If you want to be able to be sustainable in any industry, you must have direction, you must have a system, you must have confidence, authenticities, and accountability. Directions. So we have to ask ourselves a few questions when we want to have the direction. First thing is, I think for those who have been going for the motivation classes, they always ask, "Who am I? Who am I?" Okay, I'm a negotiator. Okay, who am I? So if I'm just a negotiator, then okay, I'm a negotiator is fine. Okay, so who could I be? So apart from a negotiator, maybe you say, hey, I'm just a normal negotiator. If I could be a better person, by maybe I can be a area specialist, or I can be an industrial specialist, or I can be in somehow I can be better. Or maybe if we are not talking about in the real estate industry, okay, who am I? Oh, I'm just a father of 2 kids, or I'm a husband of my wife. Okay, who could I be? Maybe it could be a great fathers, a person who come with. I could be a more successful person. I could be a father of 2 kids. At the same time, I could be a successful businessman. So we can have more than what I have now. That is actually you set your direction. So just imagine ourselves. Okay, just imagine ourselves in 5 to 10 years from now. Okay, what do I want to be? Do I just want to be as what am I doing now? Okay. Or what do I want to have? The next is, what do I want to accomplish? So what value I want to create? So it's just like, okay, I can say that, okay, like me, okay, when I start real estate in year 1999, so after quit my job in the banking line, so I say that, okay, I will go into this real estate because I like this. But over the years, okay, if I continue doing the same things over the 22 years, for the next another 10 to 15 years, maybe I still need to work. Okay, so if I'm doing the same thing, so don't you feel it's very bored? Or what do I want to accomplish? So at least you see over the time I can see, okay, from a negotiators, then I go for the courses, for the estate agent courses. Then I secured my license. From the license holders, then now, okay, I'm one of the branch owner, and then I'm running my branch. So these are certain milestones where I have achieved over the years. So what value I can create? So apart from achieving what I have, maybe, okay, I can share, what I have learned with anyone, with someone who are willing to learn. Okay, with the new negotiator, okay, we hope that they will be able to go a smoother career path as compared to what we do last time. We go, try and error, we hit here and we hit with the roadblock and all this. So now it's like, what have we learned? Then we share out. Okay, we hope that the negotiator coming in, they will be prepared with the skill, they will be prepared with the mental, okay, to success in the industry. But this is something where we have to keep asking ourselves what the direction we want to. Okay, not actually. Is some people will say, oh, after I make money, my first barrel of gold. So what I'm going into another industry. I think not saying that right or wrong, but if you keep switching from a different industry, it's not easy to see very successful. You have secured certain success in a certain industry, or maybe in the real estate industry, then you can move on to another industry without dropping what you have done. Or maybe you from a negotiator, then you secure your license, and then you become a license holder. You are running your own business, you are running your own branch. That, we have to set our direction now, what I want to be. So in 5 or 10 years time, we have to keep asking ourselves, we have to keep review our direction from time to time. System actually is a guidance of our day-to-day activities. Okay, of course, you see, real estate industry negotiator, this job is actually very free. Okay, this job is a lot of freedom. And when people ask, they say, hey, why you join real estate industry? A lot of people will tell, they say, oh, this, we have a lot of freedoms and all this. It's the same things that you see, a lot of sharing, like in the insurance industry, a lot of people share, wow, I joined insurance industry because I have a lot of freedoms. I can control my own time. But of course, you see, a freedoms and a system, actually, they have to work together. A freedom without a system, so people will tend to be loss of direction. It's just like every day, if we don't have a system, every day when we wake up, I see, oh, what shall I do today? Okay, I wake up at 8 o'clock, okay, and then by 9 o'clock, I'm having my breakfast. By 9 o'clock, what am I going to start today for the day? So if you have a system, you already pre-planned what are you going to start for the day. So then you can actually carry on in your career. It will be more smooth, and that is a direction for your career. We can do a daily or weekly business plan. You can have a set, like, okay, like us, probably we don't have to see maybe 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, what am I going to do? 10 o'clock to 11, what am I going to do? But of course, you can do that. But to make it easier, maybe, okay, before lunch, okay, what shall I plan for a weekly plan? Okay, like Monday is my branch meeting. So every Monday by 10 o'clock, okay, we will start our branch meeting. No matter how many people turn up, that is for sure the branch meeting will be on. So at least we can see that we know that this time we are already set for the meeting. So whenever anything come in, so probably you know that, oh, Monday morning, yes, I have this meeting. Okay, maybe can I meet you in the afternoon? Okay, or now because it's every 3 p.m. is the time for us for training. So we will log in all this training time at 3 p.m. So maybe you see, oh, apart from training, maybe 4:30, okay, I can still meet up with someone if situation allow. So I meet up with someone, so you can slot in. Or maybe evening, can I have I can have dinners with my client or potential client. So these are the things where if you can set, so at least you will know where to go. Or maybe Tuesday, okay, I'm doing a Facebook marketing or my review on my ad. So at least we can have a guideline every day, what to do. Then Wednesday is calling the leads generated. Okay, when you start doing marketing, then you at least generated. You start calling them, or maybe you start doing follow up on the clients, and then you setting appointments. Then I say, oh, Saturday, Sunday, I will have my appointment. Or maybe you can see, okay, Sunday is my rest day, so is my family day. So we will just skip all the activity here. Then we say, okay, Sunday is for family. So it's actually for us, we must have a system and plan out. Okay, then we will know, okay, normally what time is good for our appointment. Probably it's on Saturday morning. You see, a lot of negotiators, actually Saturday and Sunday is full of appointments. So they will have to plan out, what to do and all this. So apart from Saturday, Sunday, what else are you going to do on the weekdays, Monday to Friday? We can't be every morning wake up and see what to do, and then start calls. So they say, oh, I have nothing to do, then I will I go around, you know. Or probably if you have nothing to do, I think what a property negotiator can do is drive around with the area or your farming area, or drive around to the area where you think you wanted to do some research, do more things like that. Then probably then you will be able to have this system work for you. And also you can set up for yourself how many people you want to meet every day. So this is actually something I learned from my insurance agent, a very successful manager. Okay, so I asked him, I say, how you normally carry on your job? Okay, how you can, because insurance agent actually it's like us, you know, the time is very free, so they have to set their own direction. You can actually have your, when you are free, you can actually even go for a movie if you want. Okay, if you can go for, you know, gossiping with your friends, or for a cup of tea, spend the whole afternoon sitting down there, you know, talk nonsense, talk everything except for business. That is actually, even everyone is up to us, you know, are we going to do. But whether all these things be done, is it beneficial to our business, or to our financial, to our career? So you have to set, like this insurance agent, my insurance agent actually, he said every day he will definitely meet up 2 people. Morning will be the meeting. Afternoon, he will go out to meet at least 2 people. That is daily. He did it daily without fail. So because of all this, so he still maintain his sales. He still maintain the success level of for him in the insurance industries lah. Okay, how many business call do we want to call every day? So if we set a target, let's say every day we want to set 5 business call every day. So if we continue doing this, I believe, you know, our business will be able to be sustainable. How many business SMS, WhatsApp you need to send every day? So it's the same thing. A lot of people, they may think, okay, apart from calling maybe I couldn't reach out for so many people. Maybe I can send WhatsApp or SMS to my clients, a certain group of clients every day, or maybe do a follow-up SMS or WhatsApp with them. Because a lot of people, they will be called up in the meetings. So when you call them, they say, hey, sorry, bro, I'm in the meeting. Or sorry, I'm in the meeting. So anything, WhatsApp or whatever. So maybe it's the time, maybe sometimes you can WhatsApp to them, you can send SMS to them. So you can ask them, follow up with them with WhatsApp and SMS. So you can, if you are regularly saying that, okay, I am sending maybe 20 business WhatsApp or SMS to my client, making 5 business call every day, meeting 2 people every day. So these are all related to business. So I believe you will achieve a certain level of success in the real estate industry. Confidence. So I think the other day, I think sharing from Dato' Adrian, he did mention the keyword confidence. How he closed multi-million deals is confidence. How are we going to increase our confidence? We can through our readings, learnings, trainings, and coaching. So we don't have to bump into roadblock to learn from there. Sometimes we can learn from all the experience shared out by those people, those successful people. So from there, actually, that will increase our level of confidence. When we have more skill, when we are more skillful, I think the moment we are more skillful, I believe we will have more confidence. We will be on a higher confidence level. Repeat doing, practicing. So by repeat doing what we are doing every day, like maybe you see, if we are not good in a sales call, okay, the only thing to make us to improve our, or maybe when we do a sales call, we don't have confidence. But the only thing to make good of this is not doing anything else, but repeat doing, practicing. We don't have to scare, okay? So by continuous doing, repeat doing, practicing, you will be doing better. Once you are doing better, you are in a better, you are on a higher level of confidence. Closing more deals, of course, you see, for us, property agent negotiators, the more deal we close, the more confidence we have. Don't you agree? If you agree, maybe you can have in the chat box, you type 2. Can I have some? Can I have someone to type on the chat box on 2? If you agree to me, closing more deal will increase your level of confidence. Wow, I can see. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, it's true. You see, I think over the years, if let's say if we have not been closing deal for many months, we also feel we are lack of confidence. The only things to keep our confidence up is close more deal, no matter how big or how small deal. So if you can have, let's say, okay, every week I can close one deal, or every month at least I will close one deal, I think the confidence level will be maintained at a very high level. When we are at a very high level, our energy level will also be higher. When our confidence level increase, energy also increase. And ultimately, our high confidence level and high energy will leading us to our success. That is for sure. Whenever you are confident, when you talk to your client know that you are confident. When you are not, when you are lack of confidence, then your client also know. So the only thing is we have to attend trainings, learning sessions, whenever we are free, we set a time. Okay, every week we should go for maybe at least few learning session or training session. Like here, maybe we should go for daily. Unless, okay, on that days, because of certain certain urgent things pop up where you cannot do. Otherwise, don't skip the 3 p.m. Okay, so increase our confidence level. Will definitely will increase our sales. Will definitely leading us to a more successful era. Authenticity. This is by winning by real. It's called authenticity is winning by real. We got to be real to ourselves. Okay. Don't you think that if, let's say, every day when we go out we have to wear masks? Okay, I'm not talking about the medical mask we are wearing. It's the mask, when we go out, we have to show people, wow, this is the face we are showing people. But when we go home, we turn around and show another face to our family, that we will feel is actually, to me, I feel is actually very difficult, very taxing. So you go out and then you have to, keep. If you are not smiling, you are the person who don't like to smile. Every day when you go out, you need to smile for 10 hours. Then after going home, you will feel is very, very tired. But in order for us, but for me, is that if you don't like to smile, it's too bad, because smiling is actually a manners. Smiling is also sometimes open up a good relationship. So we have to practice. Practices become a real to me, to us. When we smile, it's a real smile. It's not like something people say that, it's only the skin move only, but it's not, the smile is not come from the bottom of your heart. Be real to ourselves. Always ask ourselves, who am I? So we real, but of course it's not saying that, okay, I'm a certain kind of character people. So whenever go out, then I will act like that kind of characters, even though that is not acceptable. That, yes, I'm that kind of people. Who am I? I'm that kind of people. No, it doesn't say that. It doesn't mean that like that. Okay, if you know that who you are, if you know that you are a bad character, or maybe they are a bad temper characters people, then you have to solve your problem. And then you have to always ask yourself, who am I? Am I going to be like this for the rest of my life? Am I going to scold people for the rest of my life? Okay, even though whether people they are right or wrong. So we also have to be changed now. Okay, to change it to become when we are a good manner become the real to ourselves, not yes man 24/7. Uh, you see, we always when we come out, a lot of people say, "Oh, yeah, when you deal with the sales, when you're doing sales, you are always yes man." Okay, no matter how, then you say, I'll please the customer first." No, when it's right, it's right. When it's wrong, it's wrong. Okay. When someone asks you, say someone requests certain term which is not doable, we have to tell them, no, this is not possible. Maybe we can do it in such a way. We don't say yes, 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 or maybe we. Of course, everyone doesn't like to be not to be agreed by someone else. So, but of course, we have to do it. We have to learn how to be say no. We are not yes men all the while. We are not here to carry other people's problems by saying yes, and then when we go home, then we are struggle how to fix the problem. So we have to be real to ourselves. Okay, it's just like if we cannot carry 100 kilograms, 100 kilograms uh, rice bag, then we tell people, yes, I cannot. Don't tell people, yes, yes, I can. Then by the times when you really want to move the 100 kgs rice bag, then you are in trouble. So we always be real to ourselves, not yes men. Acknowledge our mistake. Whenever we make, okay, we human beings tend to make some mistakes. Okay. Whenever we make mistakes, we acknowledge. Okay. Not saying that, because a lot of times, I don't know, because I also used to be covered up, when I'm young, when I'm just out in the job market. So we try to cover up certain things, try to find excuse, try to find reasons why am I doing this mistake and that mistake and so on. But the people in front of us, especially those people who are in a higher level or more superior than us, they will sure know one they can see. Acknowledge, we have to acknowledge whenever we make mistake, we have to acknowledge our mistake. We have to say sorry. Okay, sorry, we have made this mistake. But after acknowledge mistake, then we have to come up with a solution. That is actually it is a to cushion. I believe, when we acknowledge our mistake and then if we come up with a solution to solve the problem, I believe our client will like us more instead of we trying to find excuse, trying to cover up ourselves, cover up our mistake. People will know one. When client praise us, and client say, "Wow, you're so good. Okay, you are so hardworking. You are so hardworking." Just say thank you. I think you see, this Chinese people, there's a lot of times. When people say, "Wow, you're so good in this. Wow, you are doing a good job," and I say, we tend to be say, "No lah, all this is or when you're securing a good deal, I say, "No lah, this is good luck." No, just say thank you. When people praise you. Like the other day, okay, I think one of our sections is very fun, full of fun. There are the Kahoot games. I won twice of the game. So yes, you say, am I lucky? Yes, I'm lucky. Okay, but whenever he say, oh, you are so lucky, I will just say thank you. Okay, so we just say thank you. We don't have to tell people, no lah, the day I'm so lucky, So just coincidence, I hate to that. Like sometimes when negotiators, when you close deal, so when your peers come and come and say, wow, congratulations, wow, you're so good, wow, you're doing good job, and so just say thank you. You don't have to say no lah, I'm just lucky lah, and all this, because closing deal, of course, you see, sometimes it's also luck. But if you continuously closing deal, there is no more depends on luck. That is actually part and parcel of your hard work, and also what have you done, what have you learned, what have you do. So we just say thank you. We don't have to be paiseh and then say cover up yourself and say no lah, this is because of that. We try to lower down ourselves. Okay. Accountability. This is a part. If we want to be successful, we got to be accountability. We got the accountability to our result. Okay, of course the result must be measurable lah. Okay, the result like our sales target achievement. I don't know, because to me, whenever I start setting my sales target, I can see my result getting better as compared to when I started, with no direction, and then day in, day out, just trying to close deal, trying to do something. But when the moments I start setting my achievement, my target, yes, I can see result is getting better. Personal financial. We have to accountable for our personal financial, especially now. It's a challenging time, so we have to see, okay, what to spend and what not to spend. But of course, we see when come to like investment in ourselves, investment in our business, investment in the advertisement. That is something where we really have to look into. Okay, then we have to wait. Okay, what maybe shall we set aside our personal something to please our personally, or buy a good pair of shoes or good bag or whatever, then use the money to invest in our advertisement. So because now everyone is actually affected by the current market, so that is how we have to accountable for our financial health index. We also have to accountable for our health index. It's only just not like what I say, the challenges, one of the challenges is the health. So we have to make sure, okay, we are healthy, or maybe we have to make sure that, okay, our maybe the body sugar level, blood pressure, and all this we have to monitor. If we have this problem, we have to monitor, or maybe what to eat and what not to eat, in order to get a good health. These are all we have to accountable ourselves, because no one else, can help on all this, because we are all adult. It's not like the kids where we still can take the cane and then say, oh, if you don't do this, then you will get punishment. Okay, this now we are all adult. You see, no one is going to say, oh, you will get punishment or whatever, because the punishment will come from ourselves. Okay, when we don't achieve certain results, then we will get the punishment by ourselves. Accountability for our behavior. Okay, we have to acknowledge mistake and take responsibility. Okay, whenever we make mistake, we have to acknowledge. Then we take the responsibility to solve the problem. Okay, if the problem cannot be solved, then of course we will have to apologize or whatever, in order at least, we have to make people know that we are a person who are accountable for our own mistake. Never abandon my teammate. So as now, I think my teammate, colleagues, or family, as now I think business the model of business have changed. Today, I don't think it's very easy, for Lone Rangers to be successful. So we have teammate, we have our colleague. Okay, these are the people we work together, or even our family. So if we are working together with our colleague, then we can jointly achieve the success together. Like family also, we are not because of certain abandon our family, because our family is our backbone support. So whenever our family is happy, so I believe we also will be happy. So if our family is not happy, so we will also, our mindset also being affected. Commit good deed or act to perform for today and tomorrow. Every day we go out, we wake up, okay, we have to commit ourselves, to act for a good deed for today and for tomorrow. So I always believe whatever we do today, whatever we do tomorrow, so eventually will lead to our end result. So if we are doing something good to us, to our family, to our teammate, to our clients, so ultimately, the good things will come to us. Be thankful and gratitude for what we have now. Like I share in the early one, you see, sharing from those COVID-19 patients who have gone through in ICU. So they say that they will be, they actually work very hard to take a breath. So today, if we can breathe, today, if we are still healthy, today we still have energy, we should be thankful and we should be gratitude to what we have. Today, we still have these trainings, by this ESP platform. So we should be grateful and be thankful to the people behind who actually make this success and who actually help a lot of people. At least when we are down, we still have something to fall on. When we are down, when we cannot go out for business, at least we can learn something, we can enhance our skill by the time when the market opens so that we are ready to be a better person. Okay, in fact, I like to share a bit, this will be the last, I'd like to share a bit on this book called Little Voice Mastery Technique by Blair Singer. This author also write a lot of books. One of the books is like the sales stocks. I think the other day shared by someone. So some of their Little Voice Mastery Technique is actually very good in for us in our day-to-days to actually to handle our day-to-day feelings or to overcome our day-to-day frustrations. So first is like handling success. In his book, he did mention about whenever we have a success, we have to celebrate. Okay, like what he says is when you are hitting with some success, then you have to raise your hand and push it down and say yes, yes, something like that. Okay. So as you can see, when you go for I don't know whether you all like badminton games or not. So whenever they make a successful a smash or a small win, okay, by getting a point. So you can see most of the badminton players, they will raise their hand and say yes. Or maybe in any of the game, the football games, when they score a goal, they will feel, cheers. These are all the handling success. So it's just like, I think this is also related. Whenever the more we handling our success, so the more energy we have, okay? And also we indirectly is telling our, I would say our subconscious minds that we are a successful person to deal with adversities. So whenever like we facing frustration or maybe like what we face now, okay, we cannot go out, okay, financially we are affected and all this, but we always tell ourselves, okay, this incident is a separate incident apart from others. Okay, now maybe our income is affected, but this is a separate incident. We don't let this incident, okay, or this feeling to affect our family, okay, to affect the feeling of our family. We know actually everyone is struggling. A lot of people are struggling. So we don't let these struggles, to affect the family relationship. Okay, because of this struggle, then we tend to be not in a good mood, and then the whole family also will not be in a good mood. So it's not like that. We have to deal with it. Like we have to tell ourselves, okay, this is a separate issue. Okay, then we don't let this separate issue to affect the next. It's just like sometimes when we deal with a deal, okay, the deal cannot go through. The deal somehow, because of some reasons, it cannot go through. I think now because loan is difficult. So when it's so difficult for us to secure a deal, and then eventually the client loan cannot go through. So we have to refund the deposit. So we will feel very frustrated. So with these adversities, we will take it, okay, we have to let go the feeling, okay, and then we have to move on the other deal. Okay, we not because of one deal and then we will affect other deal. I do have I just share one of my experience. Last time I brought a client to see a semi-Ds in Ampang. This is a foreigner, very high ranking, one of the international schools directors. Okay, so we bring them to see the property. Okay, then this is a Cobra case. So to see the property, after seeing the property, she doesn't show whether she's interested or not. Okay, then after that I try to follow up with her, and then she's not picking up my call. Then eventually I got a call from my co-agent. she called me and said, hey, your client go direct with the owner. So these are all the adversity. So, but eventually she doesn't manage to get the deal lah, because the owner is quite genuine, and then told us about the deal. But of course, you see, she also feel paiseh, and then she will never come back to us, for the same deal. But of course, you see, this is actually a very bad feeling, especially when we are in the starting in our real estate careers lah. So for me, that time I will feel that okay, it's over. Then I'll move on, to go on to bring other clients to see other properties, and then eventually close another deal. If I will have to bring the feeling of the first deal to the second viewing, during the viewing, so I might lose the deal, because people may feel, okay, even they don't feel, people will say the sixth sense of the other person will know, will communicate with our sixth sense. So these are things we have to do it. We have to do it at first. Okay. So how to react when face fear? A lot of people were facing fear when stand in front of people to give talk and all this. So we have to take it. Okay. So normally it's when we face fear. So normally you can see we hold our hand, and then together. So we keep remind us, and then to go back to the last success we have, then we will feel better. Okay. How to debrief and leverage on any situation when we feel some frustration. Okay, then we have to ask ourselves, okay, what happened now? So what is work for us and what is not work for us? Of course, you see, when we can see, hey, by throwing a temple to others, does it work for us? It doesn't work for us. So we also have to say, why did this happen? Are we not preparing enough, or are we not getting enough information for our clients, so that the client doesn't come to us? Or what have I learned from this? Maybe it's hey, if I know that, okay, I'm not done enough, so what should I do? Okay, then what have I learned from me? So because of my characters of sometimes we tend to be laziness or whatever, this, then we have to change. Celebrate all wins. So no matter what wins, a small deal, a big deal, celebrate. Okay, buy your family a cup of tea, or buy your colleagues a cup of tea, or like you see recently the Olympic Games, the badmintons now I think is quite challenging, quite a lot of funds there. So like the other days on Malaysian couples doubles win against the Koreans. I tell my family, I say, yes, Malaysia win. So today we are going to celebrate. Okay, today we are getting a better dinners. So what do you want to eat? We can celebrate all wins. So this is just to make our it's actually to build up the confidence as well. Whenever we celebrate wins, the more wins come to us. This is like law of attraction. The more we celebrate our wins, the more wins come to us. How to shift our mood quickly? We have to do that. You see, sometimes we are in a bad mood, okay, but the next is we are going to see another client, so we have to shift our mood quickly. So that is actually a method under this book. They were actually telling us how to do it, but over here, because we are short of time, I will not go into details. To overcome fears when making mistake is the same thing. Like when we like you see a lot of new agents, when they ask them to make cold calling, they will feel fear. But of course, you see, we have to overcome this lah. So whenever we maybe tell ourselves, we say, okay, we will follow the script and go through. Then to overcome this actually is by repeating the practice. Or maybe after a practice, then after a cold call, then we see, hey, what have I learned? What area have I improved? With all this, then actually can overcome our fear of making mistake. Successful deal with failed and unaccomplished goals. This is, we write down all our goals. Okay, we want to achieve. What are the goals we have achieved, and what are the goals we haven't achieved? So this is how we deal with the unaccomplished goals lah. So apart from those unachieving, so what are we going to do? So it's like, what have we learned even though we have not achieved our goal. Let's say, okay, our yearly goal this year, wow, because of this pandemic, so we a lot of MCO and all this, so we cannot achieve our goal. But over these years, what have we really achieved apart from not achieving the goals we set? Okay, that's end of my sharing today. So, is there any questions you all want to share? You all want to ask? Or which bank were you from? Okay, this question from GS. I was from Hong Leong Finance. Okay, that was 20 over years ago. Now Hong Leong Finance is already merged into Hong Leong Bank. Can you share with us the government policy of real estate towards foreigners, especially in Selangor, Shah Alam, KL? Okay, okay. For government policy, okay, for foreigners to buy property in Selangor, first thing is it must be strata, okay. For residential, this for resident, it must be strata. Secondly, it must be minimum 2 million and above. So these are the two main criteria for foreigners to buy residential property in Selangor. I think for commercial, it will be minimum 3 million and above lah. Okay, am I answering your questions? Okay, and then I say, Adeline say, the more we celebrate, the more we win. Yes, yes, the more we celebrate, the more we win. Okay, any more questions? If not, then I will pass back to Kai. Thank you, thank you. Okay, well, I received a lot of thank you. Okay. Kai, shall I pass it back to you? Hi, okay.
Hello, hi everyone. Okay, just a quick reminder to everyone, because we are coming out with all of our new training topics. Please do give some suggestions. A few suggestions has been coming in already, but of course we would appreciate more. So do check out the link on the site for Facebook Live and also YouTube Live. There's a document there to give us some feedback. As I mentioned, any nice training topics that you all seen online or you all have some ideas on, or you believe this is something we have not shared yet in the group, please do keep us posted and we will make sure we accommodate based on the request lah. All right, so on behalf of everyone, thank you so much everyone for humbly making your time for our sharing today. Thanks so much for coming on our platform. Thank you so much for liking and sharing our continuously growing solidarity program. And ladies and gentlemen, everybody, I think we have already flooded in with the thank you messages. Let's show how thankful we are for the sharing of one of our colleagues today. So on behalf of everyone and on behalf of all of the three companies, Mr. Teng, we thank you so much. The thank you is in solidarity from all 300 plus of us. Mr. Teng, all your information sharing has been great. It has been very helpful. So ladies and gentlemen, the ones that you know this training is good, is helpful, when it's uploaded tomorrow, do share it out with your friends. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. in solidarity. I hope all of you are staying safe, staying happy at home, and most importantly, remember to apply this technical knowledge that you are learning practically. All right, stay safe, everyone. Goodbye.